Hello everyone and welcome back to SSB Crack Exams. This is a daily current affairs session of 19th of June and this will be taken by me, Chetan. So let's start talking about SSB Crack Exams. So this is a one-stop solution for all the major defense-related examinations like FCAT, NDA, CDS and all other examinations. For more details regarding the courses that we offer, you can visit our website learn.ssbcrackexams.com. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel SSB Crack Exams for more defense-related videos and other current affair videos. You can also follow us on Instagram and do not forget to download our Android app from Google Play Store, that is SSB Crack Exams. So let's start. First of all, we shall start with the question of the day from yesterday's session. So I asked you guys about what is UN Security Council. Many of you have also answered in the comment section. Now, see, United Nations Security Council is one of the 6 principal organs of the United Nations that charged with ensuring international peace and security. So, basic objective is to maintain and regulate the international peace and security at the same time, right? Now, moving on, the first article and the first news for today is from Assam. So, Prime Minister reviews situation of oil well blowout and the fire in Assam. So this has been a talk of the town ever since it happened. The fire broke out in one of the oil wells of Oil India Limited. Now, Oil India Limited is one of the PSUs which work in the sector of petroleum and refinery. Now, this happened on the oil well number Bagjan 5 of the Oil India Limited, which is situated in the Tinsukia district of Assam. Now, this uncontrolled gas started leaking from this well. So basically, it all started when the gas was started leaking on 27th of May 2020. And later, while preparing to control that gas leak, it caught fire on 9th of June, and ever since it has been burning, and the oil well is on fire. Right now. Due to this, as a precautionary measure, the families which were living in the surrounding areas, they have been shifted, and relief camps set up by the state government in collaboration with the Oil India Limited, and they have been shifted to those relief camps only. As of now, approximately 9,000 personnel are living in these relief camps, which is a big number. And for that, as an immediate relief measure, rupees 30,000 each has been sanctioned for 1,610 families, which was actually identified by the local district administration. Further, what Prime Minister said that he reviewed the meeting and he informed that there must be a detailed plan which must be drawn with the help of Indian and foreign experts to control the flow of gas or the leakage of gas, and in all to control the fire that has been broke out in that particular well. The plan is being executed as per the prepared schedule, and it is proposed to cap the well on 7th July 2020. That is, by 7th of July, it is expected to completely control that fire that has been broken out over there. Now, so this was the news. Now moving on to our next news. Next news is from the Indian Railways. Now, Indian Railways has successfully concludes ALPs and technicians recruitment. Now, what are these ALPs? So these are assistant loco pilots and technicians. They have been recruited. So this is one of the largest exercise in the world, because we all know that Indian Railways is the largest recruiter or as far as the employees is concerned. As a number of employees, it is one of the largest organization in the world, and of course the 4th largest railways all across the world. Now, as of the latest data, 47.45 lakhs candidates have registered for over just 64,000 posts for the post of ALPs and technicians. And out of those, only 56,378 candidates were approved for the 64,371 vacancies that were released by the Indian Railways. Apart from that, Indian Railways is also supposed to speed up the process for conduct of examination for NTPC, that is non-technical popular category, and which also includes the graduate as well as the undergraduate level posts. And this counts to a total of 1.25 crore post or online applications, and 1.25 crore online applications were received for the post of NTPC. So now you can clearly imagine from here only what is the scale of recruitment process for this particular post, and that is why this is one of the largest exercise in itself all across the globe, right? Now, moving on to our next news. The next news is from Nitin Gadkari, who is the current Union Minister for Road and Transport, and he said that India will be manufacturing hub for electric vehicles within next 5 years. Now, in many articles and news, you'll also find the word EV, which is short form for electric vehicles. So don't get confused in that. Now, the government is trying to extend best possible concessions to this sector of electric vehicles and electric automobiles. And in that regard, they have basically lowered the GST on electrical vehicles, which is down to just 12%. This is to promote the manufacturing and purchase of electric vehicles and electric automobiles in the market. Further, this was said by the minister during a webinar, which was on the topic of India's electric vehicle roadmap post COVID-19 era, that is after the COVID-19 era. He said that he was aware of the issues that is already being faced by the electric vehicle sector or the electric automobile sector as of now by different industries, but was also sure of the things to change definitely as the sales volume increase after some, you can say, positive reforms by the Indian government in this sector. Further, he also said that with petroleum fuel being available in limited quantity, we all know how limited quantity that we have of crude oil, and it will, of course, get exhausted after a certain amount of time. The world must look for alternate and cheap sources of power, and electric vehicles and electric automobile sector is one of those sector which actually rely upon this alternate cheap source of power. Electric and biofuels stand a good chance for adoption, and he also indicated towards the ensuing vehicle scrapping policy, which is very important as of now, and commented that it will give a fillip to auto manufacturing sector. Now, let me tell you in brief about what this vehicle scrapping policy is. So it is basically a vehicle scrapping policy lists that any vehicles or any automobile that you purchased, it should not be re-registered. We all know that every automobile is registered at the time of being purchased. So it won't be re-registered after they have done their 15-year term from the date of first sell or manufacturing. These vehicles must be scrapped at authorized outlets, something that also involves incentives too. Right now, this has also been started by the company Toyota, and it has been practiced in the southern states of India. Apart from that, Maruti Suzuki has also planned, and Mahindra is also planning. These two, the big automobile firms of our country, they have also planning to, open their authorized outlets for scrapping. Right now, moving on to our next news. So DBT-AMTZ, Mobile Diagnostic Unit for COVID Testing iLab, has been launched by the Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan Singh, and basically this is the first of its kind in India. And what it will do, it will basically promote last mile access of testing to rural Indias also. See, this is basically a truck which will be roaming out in the rural areas as well for testing purpose. And of course, since it is based on a truck, so it will be a mobile testing facility which will be of great usage and application for especially those rural areas. Now, this is also a unique feature of these mobile testing labs is their utility in diagnosing other infectious diseases beyond COVID period also. Since, of course, as of now, the only infectious disease that everyone or the healthcare sector is primarily focusing upon is the COVID-19 virus. But even after that, even after the post-COVID-19 period, this can be used and utilized for other infectious disease also. Now, if you talk about what is this DBT-AMTZ, so DBT, this is nothing but this stands for Department of Biotechnology, and AMTZ is Andhra Pradesh MedTech Zone. Now, they have both collaborated and have initiated the DBT-AMTZ Command Consortia, and this will be done to address the shortage of critical healthcare technologies in India and move progressively in the same way towards a stage of self-sufficiency. Okay. Now, moving on. Let me tell you about some specification of the technical specifications about the iLab or the mobile iLab. So it will have an automotive chassis and a diagnostic equipment, clean room, definitely hygiene is very important, BSL 2 level of lab, and biosafety cabinets for, of course, keeping the samples safe and uncontaminated. In a day, it can perform 25 tests, and that too RT-PCR test, which is actually considered as the gold standard of testing in India as of now. 300 ELISA tests per day, which is a a short time test or a quick test or a rapid test. Additional tests for other diseases for TB, HIV, etc. can also be costed as per CGHS rates, and it can also be done for testing if and when required, right? So this was a new development in the healthcare sector. Now moving on to our next news, which is the last update for today regarding the coronavirus. So as of 19 June, today in the morning, the total number of active cases has reached 1,63,000. Although the cured number of cases is there is a very good sign in that is has crossed the 2 lakh mark, and it is 2,47,000 as of now. The number of deaths unfortunately is 12,573. Moving on to our next segment, that is the quiz time. So the first question is, recent oil well fire took place in which of the following states of India? So it took place in Assam, in Tinsukia district, in one of the wells of Oil India Limited, and it is located in Assam, and this is the news as of now. So correct answer is option A. The next question is, mobile diagnostic unit for COVID testing iLab has been developed by Department of Science Tech, biotechnology, or health and sciences. So yes, the correct answer will be it has been developed in collaboration with DBT and Andhra Pradesh MZ Medicare Zone, right? So correct answer is option B. And the next question, and the last question for the day, is what is the daily test limits of mobile diagnostic unit for COVID testing iLab, which has been recently developed and launched by the Union Health Minister. So the current testing limit is 25 tests per day by RT-PCR method of coronavirus, right? So this is the correct answer. Option D will be the correct answer. Moving on to our last part, that is the question of the day. So for you guys, you have to answer in the comment section about what are the 6 principal organs of United Nations. Write your answer in the comment section, the correct answer to which will be told in the next session. Till then, thank you. Be safe. Jai Hind.